What's up, guys? Zan from Forward Progress Madden, and this tip is going to take your user stick to the next level. I'm not talking a slight improvement. I'm not talking about maybe picking off a pass here or there. I'm talking about immense improvement to your ability to user routes. Have you ever been in a situation where you wanted to call that zero blitz, but maybe you know your assignment is that running back, and you just maybe you're just a step slow, you run the wrong way, now all of a sudden your opponent throws a check down and they pick up 7 yards on you. This is maybe a problem for a lot of players. You know that you want to get that pressure, you know that they're not blocking extra people, but you just are always a step slow and they throw that ball and they're always picking up that positive yardage. Maybe you are the type of player who cheats on a pass out to the flat the first time and stops him for no gain. But maybe the next time your opponent sees, okay, he's clearly cheating on this route, I'll put him on something different. You run out and all of a sudden they pick up a huge gain on you because you guessed wrong. Well, I'm here to basically tell you that you're never ever going to do this again. I would venture a guess to say that probably 90% of you do not use this. Maybe 90% of you did not know this exists, but if you hold the left bumper pre-snap, for just that first half a second or so after the snap, your computer player will cover the player that you want them to cover until you realize what it is that you want to throw, or what it is the running back is running, or whoever you're covering. This is huge because a lot of times in Madden, you have that mental chess match where maybe your opponent sees that you're cheating on a route and they put them on something different. So we went ahead and put Carlos Hyde on an in route. Well, the computer's going to cover that. And your opponent's just going to be sitting there like, how the heck did they know that I was putting him on an in route? How is their user stick so good? Well, maybe they didn't know that you were holding the left bumper pre-snap. Now let's take this to an advanced level. We're just going to go ahead and set up a blitz. We'll go ahead and run the ever popular dime 2-3-6, right? And this is a blitz that, everybody runs these days. And so I'm not going to be afraid to show it. It's not mine. I'm not going to claim it to be mine, but we're going to run it anyways. And let's just say they run this defense or this play right here, right? They run 4 verticals. It honestly, it does not matter. So here's the setup. This player is the wildcard player that everybody uses, and they do whatever they want. Maybe they man up the running back, maybe they man up the tight end, whatever they want to do. It's just a zone blitz, and oftentimes they will man up a player. Well, let's go ahead and put Carlos Hyde on a wheel. So maybe I want to defend Carlos Hyde, but I'm not positive whether or not he's running that route out of the backfield or if he's running a wheel. So I'm just going to go ahead and stand right here and I'm going to hold left bumper. And that pressure comes in, but we're all over it because we held the left bumper and that computer immediately covered that route. It's going to take the guessing game out of this as a whole. Now we're just going to leave Carlos Hyde on that delay route. And I want to show you what it looks like when he's on a delay route. So we're going to hold the left bumper and you're going to notice that our player just stands there in the middle of the field. That's when you know that he is on a delay route. Oftentimes, if your player that you are guarding is staying into block, it will cause your user to blitz because the computer will basically +1 the blocker. So if we leave Carlos Hyde into block here, we can show you that we have the man coverage. We hold the left bumper, and now our guy blitzes. But once we realize that he's blitzing, we know Carlos Hyde is not going out on a route. So we can drop back in coverage. We take away the deep crosser over the middle, and we'll show you that in the replay. Notice how the computer immediately takes a step forward. That tells me, okay, Carlos Hyde is blocking. I am going to drop back into coverage and take away the read. By the time he's able to assess the coverage, he's already taking a sack from a block shed. So this is a huge tip for you because this is going to ensure that you know exactly what the guy you want to pay the attention to is doing that first step or two after the snap. So let's say my initial coverage, I want him to kind of lean towards Curly, sorry. But I'm not sure whether Curly's running that streak or maybe running an out route. So maybe I want to shade over there, not totally give it away that that's what I'm doing. Ball snapped. and I wasn't holding left bumper there. So we're out of position. Now, that split second that we're using to assess what Curly is doing, we don't have to worry about giving up position on the field to assess. So we just now hold left bumper, and if Curly runs that out route, we're going to be over there, at least, you know, not giving up a huge gain on it, because that left bumper is going to take our user into the spot that the player we desire to cover is running. So oftentimes you call a zone coverage, but maybe you don't want to necessarily pay attention to that assignment on the tight end. Maybe that hook curl, you know your opponent's just not going to throw to that tight end McDonald, and you want to drift off and cover the seam. You can now man up your guy within zone plays, hold left bumper, and notice how he's immediately going to run out to him, and we're in position to make a play just by holding the left bumper. You guys, I hope this video improved your user stick. I know that it's something that I desperately did not want to use. I'm not going to say that I use it all the time, but there are moments in which this is a very, very good tip. So if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and stay tuned, because I've got more awesome Madden 17 content on the way. Until next time, this is Zan. Peace.